Alright, today I'm working on replacing a starter for this Craftsman riding mower. It's an old mower. It was actually my parents. Anywho's, it's a Craftsman. I'm going to show some identifying marks. It's a DYT4000. More importantly, it's a Kholer 20 horsepower engine. You'd find the model number underneath the seat. I think it's still attached. This one is the 917275 model. Looking up the part, I did have to specifically, I found the owner's manual for it online on the Craftsman Part Direct website. It was free, and within that it had an owner's manual, and I was able to order it off of Amazon. I'll show you the part in a second. But first, what you gotta do is, I'm going to let you listen to what's going on for me. So you can hear it click, but it's not starting. Also, I had pulled this off. What was going on was the starter was sticking the spigot. So in order to take this off, you got to take off the bolts here. I use an attachment in order to get it off. This is a 5/16. And it's just easy. Anyways, there's one here, one here, one here, and one here. What doesn't make sense to me is, in order to pull this off, you gotta take off the oil cap or the dipstick. I don't know. Make sure there's no debris over here. It just seems pretty silly to have this set up this way, where you have to expose the inner part of the engine. Alright, so anyways, that's off. This is the starter right here. This is the spigot I was talking about. What was going on for me was it was stuck. You know, I put some lubricant on it. It worked a couple times. But last time it ended up, I even took off this plastic cap too. Just to, there's a spring inside there. Just to lubricate that. It ended up smoking. It would work intermediately. But now I'm just getting the clicks, so I'm going to replace it. Pretty straightforward. Just going to disconnect the battery first. It's electrical. Don't want to short it out. This is the connection underneath of it. It's about an 11 millimeter. I'm sure standard is a different size, but I don't know. I always typically use millimeters. Let's see, 7/16. No. Yeah, I just feel good with the 11 millimeter. Same thing for my battery connectors. Yeah, I ended up switching the battery around too, so yours probably looks negative on this side, positive on this side. For some reason, the battery I got, it's got the prongs on the other side, so I just twisted it and put it on. Anyways, so I'm going to take off the two bolts, the electrical connector, and disconnect the battery first. So and try to do this one-handed. Actually, I already started to loosen it up prior. I'm just going to pause it. It's a little easier to take it off with two fingers. Alright, I got the battery disconnected. I ended up getting a 3/8 ratchet for the two top bolts. There's only two top bolts holding it on. But this is still, the 11 millimeter works. Seems like it's going to be working the best for it. I'm just looking for this ratchet that I put in my pocket. This is probably going to spin. Again, it was already fairly loose for me, which I don't think was the issue. I mean, I was able to tighten it up a little bit. But anywho's, just gotta unscrew the bolt. It actually comes with new ones. Here's the new one. High quality, made in China. I'm sure it's gonna last me till the end of time. Anyways, I disconnect the positive. Then I'm going to loosen up these guys. One-handed is great. Sorry for my dog. She loves roaming. Say hi, Oreo. Yeah, okay. Alright, so just gonna loosen these guys up one at a time. Like alternate, I mean. You might want to hit it up with some, you know, PB Blaster, WD-40. I chose not to because I had sprayed this down a little bit. Like I said, to dislodge or to loosen up. Gosh, I know. Just relax. I will pause. I'm gonna pause it just so I could take it off so it doesn't drop. You know what? Screw it. Let's watch it drop. Might not even. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright, these you gotta keep because the new one didn't come with it. Alright. Now let's see if it pops down. There it goes. That's it. So this is the old one. I'm going to put the new one in. I'm not going to be able to do it one-handed, I don't think. So I'm just going to make sure the orientation is the same with the bolts facing towards you at the back. I'm actually going to clean this up a little bit with a wire brush. It looks a little nasty, so let me do that. I'll show you what it looks like. Yep, just did a little bit of a brass wire brush just to kind of clean it up a little bit. Now I'm going to put it on. Alright, got it on. One thing I wanted to mention was, you know, this connector goes right in between these two bolts. I try to get like a thin needle nose plier to hold this down while I was tightening it, but I couldn't. It really didn't work, but it's snug, it's on, it's connected. Reconnected the battery. Also wanted to mention this is a 14 tooth starter, so there's that. And I just want to kind of show you the operation. I haven't tried to turn the key yet, but of how this pops up when you use it. See how it pops up? But looks like it works. That's it, and then you just got to put the cover back onto it. Again, pull this off, be careful when you take it off and put it back on so you don't get any debris in there. Put the cover back on and you're good to go.